And let's see. Here we are. Take 3. We're going to try to go live for the third time in the first 15 minutes of my show to see if it works. Is there anybody here? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear what I am saying as I wait to see if anyone shows up? We have a delay, and we'll see what the dealio is. Having all kinds of problems today. Yay, yes, hi. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Good. Welcome. I don't know what the problem is. It's, from the sublime to the ridiculous to who knows what the reason is. But I've lost my poll question of the day. I've lost thumbs ups coming into the show. I've lost all the momentum of the show. So I'm just hoping that you guys figure it out as you load up my home channel and find Take 3 as maybe the one that might work. So hi, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you, Ebby, Charlie, SJ, Double D, Daddy-O, Jason, Vladdy, Depeche, Tom. How's it going, you guys? Welcome. DK, Andre, Kent, hi there. I hear you. Hector, Tom, Double D, Catfish. There's Richard, Alex, Debbie, Charlie. I see you all, and thank you all for being through here. DH Ruda, Ice, Rice Checks, Pappy, Jay, Willie. Nice to have you here. Thank you, Bobby, Daddy-O, and Hector. Good day, and good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. I'm having a party today. Wasn't a good party, but anyway, Vladdy, I'm here. I'm giving you a thumbs up, buddy. Charlie, of course, you're coming out on Mandarin Chinese right now, but you're here. Ricardo, hey there. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, just figured out how to get more likes in a day. That's all he's trying to do. He's launching 3 different shows, and he wants the thumbs ups on each one of them. That's his plan. The conspiracy, it's all blown out of proportion. I'm looking at AI right now. While all this nonsense is going on with me desperately trying to talk to you, I'm looking at AI, the stock, and it's down 391 to 37.77. Last night in the post-market euphoria of the company's financial performance and the fact that they have a 5-year agreement with Microsoft, this is huge. The stock got to 45 last night, easily broke 45, and here we are at 37.76. Do you have a suspicion that maybe there's a short seller who's getting their clock cleaned that is trying to attack the stock and make it look really bad right now in the pre-market where only 10% of market players even bother to trade? Is that what's going on? Is there an attack happening right here with the SEC doing nothing about it? There's no trading halt when it breaks the 10% loss. Nothing. It just is allowed to trade like the Wild West. And you have to ask yourself, what do I do as an investor? Do I trust this market at all in the pre-market, the aftermarket, when shenanigans like this can take place? If that's what's going on, because I don't see any press release on AI by any bona fide media outlet. I got nothing. What really is happening out there? I don't know. Anyway, the stock at 37.83. It's down 385. And it's traded 3.8 million shares. I know there's a humongous, massive, huge short position on AI. This stock has been targeted by hedge funds who hate these guys and are convinced that they're all crooks, and they're convinced that this company is going to go bankrupt. What the problem is for these poor buggers is that the company's sitting on 770 million in cash or something like that. It's a huge amount of cash. They are scaling up their sales. They are now made a deal with Microsoft to market their product. I don't know how much more, what kind of a better housekeeping seal of approval you want for AI and its legitimacy. But Microsoft, I would say, is kind of there. I'm also shocked, actually, the fact that there are not that many shares outstanding on this company. If you take a look at the market, the size of the market and the size of this company, there's 123 million shares out. That's all there is. There's 123 million. 109.8 are free floating shares. The rest are held by management, can't be just sold on a whim. And the short position is 22.7 million. 20% of the float is shorted. And this is down from the 30% range. This has already come down as the stock has gone up. I think the stock's heading for $50. I think it'll go through 50 and could get worse because these shorters are going to get their clocks handed to them. But I am surprised. On the outside, sitting here in Calgary, the tiny little guy I am, I don't understand why there isn't a couple of larger fish out there trying to buy up this company. Because if you know, again, from this old man's perspective, I've been around too long. I've seen this happen so many times. When you see a company lifting their revenues dramatically, and the revenues that they're generating are from a product that has a 60% profit margin, just the cost of the product, deliver the product, get the product. That, to me, I'm sitting there going, you increase your sales level by tenfold, which these guys will do. They are going to make a piss pot of money. These guys are going to have massive, massive profits. But in the early days, and that's what this is the first few years of AI's existence, you've got to set up the company, you've got to set up the employees, you've got to set up the infrastructure of this outfit. You've got all these startup costs that go the first 5 years. And you're going to write off gazillions of dollars to be able to create a 60-something% profit margin product. You have to become known. You have to get exposed. You have to have winning and losing contracts. You have to get contracts that get renewed. All this stuff. That's what they're doing. I've seen this too many times in my 69 years on this planet. I've seen this game over and over and over again. And the short-term 8-second attention span disease that has taken over most of mankind is destroying people's wealth left, right, and center. And these shorters are getting their butts handed to them in a slow motion way. And most people aren't sticking around to watch the show because they want to go everything on fast forward. Kind of like my rerun. You watch me on fast forward. It blows my mind. 38.18, by the way, where stock's coming back up. This stock will break 50 before it breaks 30, and it'll break 60 before it ever goes to under 30 ever again. This thing is headed back to $100 a share with only 100-something million out there. And with Microsoft as your lead seller of your merchandise, I mean, I'm just so tired of having to repeat the same thing time and time again to the world that is oblivious to reality. The world out there, and it's not you viewers, I'm not picking on you guys. I'm talking about the market, the whole stock market that you're not part of. You're option writers. Your opportunity to make a killing on this stock is just sitting here waiting for you to act on it. If this sucker sits under $40 a share on the opening, you have got to write cash secured puts on this stock. You got to find $3,500 and write 35. So you just have to, because you're going to make a killing on this thing. I'm just amazed at how stupid the market is, and mankind as a whole, again and again and again. It just blows my ever-loving mind out of the water how ridiculously dumb mankind is. And it repeats the same mistakes over and over again. But I guess I can say one person's idiot move is your opportunity to make a killing. And maybe that's the theme of this program and the theme of this channel as a whole. You have become option writers. And if you're listening to what I'm telling you, begging you to listen to, is you are liquidating out of stocks and you're holding cash. And you're writing options on cash, and you're getting paid gobs of interest on cash that you have in your account, of which a bunch isn't even yours. You're making interest off of other people's money. It's called being a bank, a casino, an insurance company, a hedge fund, an institutional trader. And I guess this channel, the key to this, the viewers of this channel's success, is taking advantage of absolute asinine, stupid moves that people are making out there, and just say to yourself, I don't care what this stock is doing. I know what's going on here, and I'm a long-termer. I'm an option player, and I'm going to write cash secured puts for Jan 26 on AI, and I'm going to take this easy money off the table. But you have to wait for the market to open. And there you go. We're 38.40, 38.50. So we've come back $1.50 from the low, or whatever the hell it was. It's just so stupid. I just am ridiculously, I'm just blown away time and time again. And it's 2024, and I was convinced in 1974, when I was 17 years old, 1974, I was in high school, and I was plotting my escape from high school. It was only a year away, 75, to get out, and I could now go to college, and I could be an adult now and get away from this ridiculous thing called high school. And these teachers, these instructors, who many were in their 50s, were counting the months to retirement because they had generous, juicy, inflation-protected pensions back then. They couldn't wait to get the hell out. They didn't give a crap about our future. 10% gave any kind of a crap, and you all know who those top 10% of your teachers ever were. We all had the same problem. We all had teachers that were unmotivated to put out and really help us understand what the hell was going on, except for 1 in 10. And we all knew who our favorite was in junior high and what have you. I couldn't wait to get out, 1974, because I promised myself. And I looked around the class, and we all looked at all the students looked at each other, and we all promised ourselves we would not be as stupid as our parents and grandparents and repeat the stupid things that generations before us had ever done, because we're landing on the moon now. We have rockets going into space. We have satellites up there. We have global communications around the corner. The computer age is with us. We saw computers be introduced to our lives in the early 60s, and now it's the mid 70s, and we realize computers are coming to our homes. We saw it, we felt it, we smelt it, and we thought, with an encyclopedia possibly in our hand, how dumb would we have to be to make the same mistakes that generations before us made? And history just keeps on pulling off the reruns again and again and again. It's just unbelievable. People say to me, "Why are you angry all the time?" And I'm not angry all the time. I am blown away all the time, is what I really am. I laugh at the world today. I chortle at it because of how stupid things are, how ridiculous things are, and how gullible, unbelievably gullible people are across the planet. Not Canada, America, England, the world, gullible as crap. I can't believe how stupid people are to believe dictators, to actually believe politicians that win popularity contests. They believe people on America's Got Talent, like they know more than the rest of us know, or they people who give speeches about whatever they want to give speeches about, hate this and immigrant that. And it's unbelievable how many billions of people are so gullible to believe that there are people among us who know more than they do. It's incredible. There are very, very, very smart people among us. Yes, there are. The problem is that some of them are dictator wannabes. They don't want to earn a living the old-fashioned way, which is on merit, on facts, on a reputation garnered over generations. No, they want the quick hit. And then there are many people around all of us who are desperate to become famous for 15 minutes, because their thinking is, if I can become famous for 15 minutes, I'll make $2 million in 15 minutes and I won't ever have to work again. It's called winning the lottery, and it's the getting famous lottery. And there are people entering game shows and people entering America's Got Talent or whatever other shows you can imagine, just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes of fame. And then they're gone and they are erased from existence, and they didn't get their $2 million or $1 million. They got nothing. And now they're back to where they were before, and they're totally unknown, and it's the end of the story. They had their shot, and it's over. Option writers, I can't stop commending you on what you've accomplished so far in your economic futures. What you're accomplishing now is absolutely fantastic, and I can't encourage you enough to keep right on going, doing what you're doing. But I'm warning you, and I'm warning those of you who are thinking about what I'm saying, going, I don't know about this guy. Should I really sell my stock and do cash secured puts? What's the big deal about going into cash? I can sell anytime I want. If the market goes negative, I'll sell then. You won't. You'll never sell in a down market because you can't do it. You haven't got the balls to sell in a down market. You folks, many of you folks, and again, I'm not criticizing you. I am explaining my viewers and the world as a market. The stock market as a whole are people that are ready to panic at a moment's notice, haven't got the balls to ride out a rough ride, and think they're smarter than everybody else. And that's why the market doesn't work for everybody. The market only works for those who sit back and analyze the market and say to themselves, geez, this is ridiculous. This is stupid. Like AI. If AI were to open for trading in 28 minutes at $38 a share, down from yesterday's close, $3.60 lower than yesterday's close, after the earnings came out that were glorious, if you hold the stock and sit back and go, I'll just wait for it to go back up and then I'll sell it and I'll write cash secured puts. See, that's the wrong way to play this game. The right way to play this game is to sell the shares immediately upon opening with your eyes on the option chain, immediately ready to write cash secured puts at the $38 level that you just are trading the stock at. So if the shares in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes are trading at 38, 38.50, you're getting out of your stock and you're writing cash secured puts, whether they're 38s or 40s or 35s or whatever, and out in time with a premium attached to it. The minute you've done that, you've just made an adjustment to your portfolio to say, well, I love AI. And I think AI should be 45 to $50 a share. I think it's got a great upside. However, I'm prepared to sell the shares and write cash secured puts instantaneously. And I'm now happy that the stock goes higher from here. I'd be delirious. If by the end of today, it's $45 a share, I've already written cash secured puts that have collapsed in price. And I'm already sitting on $44 a share in cash making this move. And I can now roll at the end of the day into higher strike cash secured puts. And you'll be even richer than if you did nothing. Because if you're waiting for the stock to come back and you're right, congratulations. But if you're waiting for the stock to come back and you're too greedy as to how far the stock is going to come back, you're not going to get out. And you're going to sit there and have lost the opportunity to roll into cash secured puts when the market was down and there was a recovery, but it wasn't good enough for those of you who want to just sell the stock at a high price, but it was damn good enough to write cash secured puts and now look to buy them back and roll into higher cash secured puts and add even more dollars into your account. So at the end of the day, there will be shareholders of AI, possibly, again, this is no guarantee, but this is my gut telling me that at the end of the day, if the shares are $44 a share, just pick a number, which I'm doing, those who didn't do anything will go, you see, I was right, Bruce. I didn't need to listen to you. I watched the stock down to $36 in the pre-market. I didn't do anything. I didn't panic. I waited. I didn't sell during the market, and I didn't write cash secured puts, and my stock is back to $44 a share. I'm a god. Congratulations. And there will be the other viewers who are here who are going to say, no, Bruce, I took your advice. That stock was 38.50 when it opened up and when we started trading. I'm guessing is what it's going to do. I dumped the stock and immediately wrote $38 puts, $35 puts, $40 puts, whatever I wrote for Jan 26 and took in gobs of money, $7, $8, $9 a share, $10 a share. I wrote 42s. I took in ridiculous amount of cash. And I sat there with my arms folded. And I watched the stock go back to 44. And those puts that I wrote are now down $4 each, $5 each. And I can buy them back anytime I want for that much less and maybe even better than that. Because tomorrow, with this initial nonsense out of the way, the stock might now run to 48 to 50. And it's at that point that I will likely roll these contracts that I just got paid oodles of dollars for, and I'll buy them back for a third of what I sold them for, and I'll write another batch of contracts for $8, $10, $12 a piece and add that to my cash pile. And I'm a winner. I'm a bigger winner than if I did nothing. Because I believe in this company too. I like this stock. I like the company. I like the software. I like the potential. I love the partnership with Microsoft. And I'm not afraid to buy the stock at lower than 38. I'm willing to write puts that say to the world, I'm willing to buy this for $29 a share or $31 a share. Whatever the put is you're writing, you're going to figure out the net cost to you once you've got this cash hit. What are you really paying for this stuff? And you're saying, I feel far more comfortable having a bunch of money in my account with an obligation to buy this stock for 25% less than it's trading at, 30% less than it's trading at. No problem at all. That's where I feel good. I don't want to be the person that holds 1,000 shares, 500 shares, 100 shares, 600 shares, 10,000 shares. And I am riding the roller coaster life here and getting nothing for it. I'm just a shareholder and I'm being kicked around by the emotional bullies out there who are beating me up pre-market, post-market, during the day, and I'm not getting anything for all this stress. Why am I such a moron? That's what I don't want you to be. And why is my sign doing this? What's going on? Oh my God, things are happening here. The world is falling apart on the stock markets with Bruce. Oh my God, it's all falling to pieces. What can I say? Welcome to the party, pal. The rant continues. How you doing? Nice to have you here, man. I tell you guys, I wonder. Look, at the end of the day today, after the close, GameStop comes out with their numbers. That's the other thing happening today, and we've seen this movie before. Have you remember this movie? The movie called When Sofi Releases Their Numbers, What's Going to Happen to the Stock? Remember that movie? There's like part 1, part 2, part 3. This is what, part 15 now? How many quarters have we been around for this company where we know they're not going to say anything? They're not going to answer any questions. They're not going to give us a statement of their future. They're going to make a little comment on the thing, and we have to guess what the hell they're up to. You know it's coming. I know it's coming. I mean, we've been here. You can sell the stock right now, $28 a share, $27.84, $28.25, whatever, and you can write cash secured puts on your GameStop and take a bunch of dough off the table and say, hey, I'm happy to sell my stock at $28, and I'm happy to write $25 cash secured puts against it. Like I'm happy to watch what's happening to my sign here behind me. I love this, Bruce. I love it when your set falls apart and everything craps on you. I love it. I'm sorry, folks. I can't control Scotch tape sometimes. It is what it is. Rugman might be trying to tell us something. I'm trying to get your attention, everybody. I'm Rugman, and I'm telling you, folks, you better be in cash because I'm pulling the rug out from underneath all these stupid investors who think that there's magic going to happen. Magic. The market's going up another 25% because of who is coming into the White House with his cast of characters. Oh, it's going to be glorious, Bruce. We voted him in, and it's going to be good times. We're going to ignore a whole lot of reality because this guy ignores the reality. We, too, are going to ignore reality. It's going to be fabulous. Well, okay, but I have a feeling a Rugman might not be willing to participate in this exact little game that's going out there. I don't know. I wonder. Thank you all for being here. How are you? Good morning and good morning and good morning all around the world to see you all. Boy, am I glad I sold Palantir near $80 yesterday and I did cash secured puts. Looks like a genius here. Thank you, Bruce. I should debating if I should transfer my Roth from M1 Finance, where I invest in dividend stocks, to Fidelity, who can write options. Stephen, you bought the SP. He wrote him. He didn't buy him. He wrote him. What can I say? It means he wrote them. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Your sign's crooked, Bruce. What can I say? What lamp? What are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. What can I say, Stephen? It's okay. You sold the stock, wrote puts. You're going to just sit and fold. Doesn't matter what the stock's trading at right now. It doesn't matter. You've got the money. Lots of money. This is good stuff. There you go. What can I say? Buy rugs, says John. Be the casino. The man, I transferred my Roth IRA and I've been writing options in it. Been working out quite well. Thank you very much. You want to check the brokerage firms out there. Let them find out what they let you do. Find out what they're going to allow you to do and not allow you to do. That's the key here. It's all I can tell you. It's you've got to check to see which brokerage firm works best for the accounts you have that you need managed, and there you go. Okay. And Stephen Noyce, there you go. Welcome all of you to this third take to go live today. This is the third try that I've been trying to go live today with all kinds of sound issues on the first two. So welcome and thanks for being here. And I appreciate you all coming through, okay? Kids, if you play your cards right as option players, option writers, I think you're going to make a ton of money. Have you noticed something interesting on Sofi? Little tidbits of info. The company is 3 weeks away, like all companies, most companies that are 3 weeks away now from an end of a quarter time. The end of December is the end of the fourth quarter, the end of the year, and a lot of public companies and other companies have their final numbers for the year posted at that time. Sofi is not excluded from that camp. Their numbers for the year end in 3 weeks. Yesterday, Bank of America's analyst decided to come out and poo-poo the stock. He called it a $12 stock when the stock was $8. He said, my target for Sofi is $12 a share, probably 6 months ago, a year ago. Then the stock broke the $12 level, the 13, the 14, the 15, the 16, and now this analyst is going, oh, I'm going to downgrade the stock and maintain the $12 level. This guy actually thinks the stock's going to stay at 12 for another year. That's what they're saying. Bank of America's analyst is saying Sofi, $12 a share for another year. After being bold when the stock was $7, $8, calling it a $12 stock, now not being so bold anymore. Oh, now it's too high. Really? Wow, what a genius you are. 3 weeks before the end of the year, you're calling this stock too high. You're not even going to wait 3 weeks for the year end to happen. 1 month after that, the results of all the banks come out. All public companies that have a year end are coming out with their financials, including Sofi. You're not even going to wait. You're gonna tell the world right now. I pity people who listen to this idiot who are selling these shares for what, if they believe this guy or not, hoping they're going to get it back at $10 or $12 a share. I would say this: if you truly believe that the stock is going to go down, then what you want to do is write cash secured puts. You want to sell the stock and write cash secured puts to offer to buy the stock back at a lower price. You're going to have to write 15s. Maybe you'll write 14s and you'll go out into the future and maybe you'll get a couple of bucks for that. Of course, on this channel, this viewing audience is saying to themselves, Uncle Bruce, this thing isn't going back to 12. It's not going back to 8. This company is going to be included into the S&P 500 in this coming year, 2025. I'm happy to sell the shares at $15.40 a share. I'll take the sell price here, but I'm going to turn around and write $20 cash secured puts for January 26 at this time. And I'm going to collect close to $7 a share. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm willing to buy this stock for $13 for the whole year. You can give it to me at 20, but my net cost $13. I'm happy to buy this stock back for $2.40 less than it's trading at right now. I'm willing to gamble that the stock will go down to $13 instead of 12 because of this American Bank of America guy, and be happy to buy it at that price if it came that low. And I got exercised, assuming a lot of assumptions. In the meantime, you're saying to the world, look, I'm coming up with $2,000 to collect $700 on top of that. I'm sitting on $2,700, which represents 100 shares of Sofi with a commitment from me at $13 a share. I am happy to collect interest on the $2,700 I'm sitting on, because I had $2,000 and I got $700 for the contract. I got $2,700 in my hand for every 100 shares that I'm willing to buy back. And I'm prepared to take the 5% interest I'm going to get on that money all this year, which turns out and translates into $1.35 a share in interest that you'll be paid to do this. And you take that 135 off of the $13 price that you're buying the stock for if you get exercised. So if you do get exercised and you're made to buy this stock at $20 a share, which is 13 net to you, take $1.30 off the top of that, you're actually paying $10.70 a share a year from now for the Sofi shares you just sold for $15.40. You're willing to buy it back for $10.70. Are you a gambler? No, you're not. You're a casino. You're a bank. You're an institution. And if you can do this with 500 shares, 1,000, 20, how many contracts can you write at $2,000 a piece? They're handing you a gift on a silver platter. I can't help you any more than that. I can only tell you to go to my website and check out my classes, learn how to write cash secured puts, and take this knowledge and compound your account for the rest of your life. If stock wants to go to 25 a share in 3 months, what do you give a crap? You're going, okay, this is great. No one's going to exercise me on my 20s. The stock's trading at 25. I'm going to buy my $20 puts back that I sold for almost $7 a piece for $1.50. And I'm going to write 30s for $8, $9 each for a year out. I'm going to take another $8, $9 a contract in cash. I'll give you $1 and take $9. I'll give you $1.50, take $8.50. I like this game. I love this game. I keep a lot of this money and I earn interest on even more money as the stock keeps going higher. I win if it goes up. And I defy you to make me buy it at $10.70 between now and a year from now. I'm more than willing to give you the $10.70 if I had to, but I don't think I'm going to have to. Just a guy in front of a computer in a bedroom in an apartment in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where it's dark out right now, counting the days until Jan 1 to get the hell out of here and head to Rancho Mirage, California, and at least have some golf course views to look at in the morning. Doing the best I can with very little. Thank you all so much for your support of this YouTuber, and welcome to the party, pals. Just it amazes me how rich you're getting and how much richer you're going to get. But I'm warning you, don't get cute. Don't think you're smarter than everybody else. You're not. You're just as dumb as a post like I am. We're all dummies. And we dummies have got to be liquid in cash. This market is so hyped up and is so overfrothed and is trading at ridiculous PE multiples and expectations of greatness that just aren't going to happen. And I'm convinced the market is priced to a perfection point as a whole. The whole market is priced to perfection. And that the Dow 30 and the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, most of these companies are going to come out with earnings. There's no doubt about that. Some will do really well, like Sofi. They will blow the numbers out of the water. But not all of them. They're not all going to be like Sofi. There are going to be companies that are going to come out with expected revenues, just what the analysts thought they were going to do. But they're not going to come out with a forward guidance that is 10 or 20% better than what they were expected to do the last time. They're not going to be able to do that. They're going to come out and go, we're really happy and pleased and comfortable where we are, and we're really pumped up about our consumer clientele following and yada, yada, yada. It's all great. But they're not going to come out on a limb and say, we guarantee we're going to make 20% more money next year than last year. No one is going to say it. And there will be shares of senior corporations that will get haircuts of 15 to 30%, because they are priced to utter perfection for the next year of performance, and it's not going to be there. And it might be something as little as a 1/10 of a percentage point miss on an estimate. It might be something as obscure as a 1/4% rate hike in England. It might be the Bank of Canada raising rates 1/4 point. It might be the Federal Reserve not guaranteeing a 1/4 rate drop in interest rates in the second quarter of next year. It could be any little stupid thing. that will undermine the confidence of this jittery stock market, filled with panicked people, many of who are leveraged way over their heads to be in this market in the first place. And they are going to panic out and be sold out by panicked brokers that represent them. The brokerage firms love it when you buy and sell stock, and they don't mind you leveraging your butt right up to the wazoo. They'll help you do it, but they will pull the pin on you faster than you can say hi. That you're just going to be gone. They're going to sell you out if you're overexposed on your accounts. And some of you have experienced this in the last year because you got too aggressive with your option writing strategies. You got full of yourselves and wouldn't listen to me telling you to slow down and be conservative. You went way too aggressive and you got nailed. And you've sworn to me, I've learned my lesson, Uncle Bruce. I've learned my lesson. And now you're going to watch a market coming up that might be a slaughterhouse for a pile of investors out there that are not this channel's viewers, but you're going to witness it. You're going to hear about it. You may find from a relative, a friend, a coworker, a golf buddy that, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Yeah, they got sold out of their account. They lost $100,000. They were like way over leveraged into the Trump trade. They were way over leveraged into the trade tariffs that wouldn't affect their stocks, or that they thought the stocks they were in would be winners in the new Trump administration, and they were wrong. I'm going to hear this. I'm going to hear all this stuff. I'm just saying, being long in cash and additional other people's cash is the way to go. That is the way to play this game. But when you figure it out, you figure it out. If you've already done it, great. If you're in the middle of doing it, great. You don't have much time. I don't think you have a lot of time to make your move on this move to go into cash before we go into a debacle. Now, look, let's just suppose that stocks go down 10% and then you sell and you write cash secured puts. Still a good move. Still a good move, because even if you missed the top of the market, the market backed off, and then you got out of the market and wrote cash secured puts immediately, that's the key. You've added a bunch of cash to your position from a market that's gone from here to here. Now, the market goes a little lower and then levels off and starts to show recovery. You may find that some of these cash secured puts you wrote that are good for January 26, by June 25, September 25, those stocks that you got rid of have recovered back to where you got out at. And those puts you wrote for 8, 10, 12 bucks a piece, whatever you got for them, have more than dropped lower than what you got for them, even though the stock's at the same place where it was when you got out, because of time depreciation. This June, July, we're only 5 months away from Jan 26. You're going to be sitting there going, okay. I got out of the stock, and it went. I went into cash secured puts, and the stock went lower, and it went lower, and then it stopped dropping, and the market started to stabilize. The whole market, the Dow started coming back a little. The S&P started coming back. We had a couple of pullbacks, couple of runs, couple of pullbacks, but now, it looks like the lows were set 3 months ago. It looks like we have seen the lows for the year. All of a sudden you're going, wait a minute, my account is actually green. I'm richer now than I was when I got out. And I'm recovering back to where I was when before I sold out. And if the shares only come back to where they once were, you are way in the green and you're making a move. You're buying back puts to write new puts for June 26, not January 26. June, you want to write 1 year puts for the big premium. And you're going to do it again. And now you're going, I'm one of the first people, I'm early in this market turnaround to cash in, because everyone else out there was long options. They were long call options that are expiring in January 26th. They were the buyers of these contracts. They're not even recovering their money yet. As the market has come back, half the way back, a third of the way back, 2/3 of the way back, these contracts that they are long still haven't recovered in what they paid for it. Why? They're running out of time. They were out of the money contracts when they got in them because they were leveraging everything they had. They were way out of the money when the market hit the bottom. And now the market is slowly coming back on, and they're still out of the money. Their contracts are losing time and value, and they need the market not only to come back to the new highs, the old highs, they have to set higher highs because that's what they were counting on, new higher highs in the market. And if they only reach 80% of where the market was, you have long ago done a rollover and made a whole bunch more cash and earning interest on a whole bunch more money. These guys are losing their butts. They're down 3/4 of their investment because they're running out of time. They're out of the money and out of time. In 3 months, they're done for. And that's where you're sitting back going, Uncle Bruce, am I ever glad I learned how to write cash secured puts? At the money, in the money, out of the money with premiums on top of that. Oh boy, is time ever paying me handsomely here. I'm rolling over before these other guys can even break even. And they'll never break even. They can't break even. The stock market will not run 15% higher than it's ever been before in a 6-month turnaround. That's not how the markets work. The markets drop off for a year or two before they get anywhere near to where they were before. I mentioned 2021 and 2022 as the last time. It's 2024, 25 now, and we're at levels we haven't seen since 2022, 2021. That's what I'm getting at here. This is where you want to be. Anyway, thank you. Hope you're not too bored with me going nuts about what's coming up. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm stoked. Man, oh man, some of you guys are going to get really, really wealthy. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to be talking about this in the future. Some of you are going to be doing a one-on-one with me, and you're going to say, I remember when you were yelling away at the screen and your Rugman thing was falling off and the sound wasn't working. I hung in there with you. Take 2, take 3. I wouldn't leave. And I listened to everything you said. And everything you talked about with those cash secured puts came true. Everything you talked about, where I moved out of the stock and moved into the puts, let the market do what it wanted to do. If the market backed off and started to come back, I was already making money before anyone else I knew was making money because I was in a cash position with interest coming in. It was unbelievable, Bruce. I did the rollover as like you said it would, that I would. You certainly nailed it. I did it. And I am now sitting on another 20, 30% of cash. I had more money in my account than I ever had before when I moved out of the market, moved into the cash secured puts and had even more cash in the market, did a rollover on the recovery, and I got even more cash in. I now have 4 times more money than I ever had in the market. And I have friends at work, in my social clubs, relatives who are long stock. They're just long stock, and they're just sitting there with their share position, and they're nowhere. They have lost 2 years of time with no appreciation in their account whatsoever. We've just gone through this from 21 to 24. We just went through it. We're going to go through it again. History has a habit of repeating, and there will be underperforming funds and investors all over the place, and you've got to maximize your cash. You've got to maximize your returns and make your cash work like you used to work when you were 18 years old. You've got to make your money do something for you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm doing the best I can with what little I have. Brian, thank you for the thumbs ups today. Any of you giving us thumbs ups, I can't thank you enough. You know I can't thank you enough. Thank you, everybody. 1550 on Sofi. We're opening in a minute. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Andre, I'm listening to Uncle Bruce. I'm going cash and writing cash secured puts. Happy GameStop earnings day today after the bell. We'll see what happens and what the aftermarket does. And we'll see tomorrow morning what the pre-market does. And the usual game, the same game, the rerun of reruns of reruns. And we'll just see what the stock wants to do. Wants to go up. Those of you written cash secured puts are going to be laughing. Wants to stay where it is, you who wrote cash secured puts are laughing. Wants to go down, you're still laughing because you can't lose as a cash secured put writer. You really can't lose. In the long run, you're going to win. You just have to be a long-termer. It's okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. What can I say? Bruce, are you telling us to sell our stock in SoFi? with a cost basis around 550, 780. We should sell the shares during the coming volatile months. Look, I can't, excuse me, I can't give you tax advice. I can't. I can say to you out there, if you're sitting on stock inside retirement accounts, you might not be able to write cash secured puts. I get it. But there are other things you can do. And those of you with margin accounts, cash accounts, whatever, I've been begging you guys to write cash secured puts, begging. And I have got tons of people saying, thank God you told me to do this. It is paying off. You can write calls anytime you want on your stock too. You can write January 26 15s. You can write January 26 12s in the money with premium if you want. You got to check the option chain. What works for you? If you write a bunch of calls on your Sofi, you bring in $2 or $3 a share, and you use that to buy more Sofi right now, yeah, you could do that. On the other hand, you could say, I'm going to write in the money calls to protect my position here. I'm going to write 13s, 12s, way out there. And I'm going to park that money in my account, in my Roth, earn interest on it. I'll make sure it earns interest. And I'm going to fold my arms and let's see what happens. The stock backs off. Those calls will back off. I've got the money to buy them back and write additionals if I need to. Or if the shares go higher, I have the capital to do a buyback of some of these calls and roll up to higher strikes if I wish. On the other hand, in my Roth IRA, you have to decide for yourself, what is your strategy for this stock? Just sit and wait. What are we going to do? Once we hit 18 to 20, you may be writing $20 and $22 calls anyway, but is that going to happen this week, next month, the month after? I don't know. I don't know. So we have a lot to wonder about. Richard, thank you. Let's go, kids. Welcome all, and thank you for joining me. John B., I've only ever been a put writer. I hold a little bit of GameStop that I covered calls on, but I'm selling that for cash soon. I've done extremely well this year with cash secured puts and interest. This is a no-brainer. Thank you all. Did we already talk about AI being up 15% in after hours and now it's down 10%? Yes, we did. We've been talking about that, and we were wondering what the hell was going on. Where are we at now? I don't even know. Where are we at on this market now? Let me pop up this and get my watch list going and try to catch up with you guys. AI right now, 37.89, down 379. What a perfect time to sell the stock and write cash secured puts immediately. Look at the trigger, look at the option chain, and see if you can get your hands on massive premiums on 35s, 36, 37s, 38s, 39s, or 40s, or 41s, or 42s. Take a look and go out to Jan 26. Bring in massive amounts of capital. Rocket Lab up $1 right now. The stock was down this morning. We're up $1 on Rocket Lab. Is that accurate? I guess it is. We're at 24.32 on Rocket Lab. Some of you were writing cash secured puts yesterday at these low prices, and you're being rewarded here with this little recovery. Sofi, $16 a share, apparently up 43 cents. Nice little start to the session there too. The pre-market was lying to us what it was showing us in the pre-market. Amazing what is going on around here. Tesla's up 665. We've got AI right now showing 37.77. That's what I'm showing right now. 37.65, down 403. The stock was $45 last night. I think there's an attack going on by short sellers to try to upset the apple cart. I think this is a win-win if you're looking at the upside of this company. Is only 109 million trading, free trading. There's 20 plus million shorted, 22 million. This cannot last. The stock will go higher, but you can sell the stock and write cash secured puts. Check your option chain to make sure you're getting the price you deserve. Anyway, there it is. What's the deal? What am I going to do? Oh, my God. Let's go. What else is happening? Giddy up. I'm going to sell my 10 shares of Apple and write cash secured puts on Sofi. This looks okay. AI really getting hit, down 12%. JJ, Rocket Lab up 2%. Giddy up. Yeah, stocks go up, stocks go down, and sometimes I can't explain it. I can't guarantee you the answer. I can only report and tell you what I see, And then we have to go from there. We'll see what happens. SoFi 1601 right now. SoFi 1601, up 44 cents. The day after a major downgrade by a bank. Hello, the market is saying, screw you, Bank of America. We don't believe you. We don't believe you at all. We know there's a massive short position on AI, on SoFi and AI. SoFi 1607. Screw you, Bank of America. Holy moly macaroni. What a run to start the day here. Isn't this interesting? Fun stuff. Fun. Joan B. I wrote cash secured puts in my traditional and Roth IRAs. I've been banking. Pappy, SoFi just broke 16. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's watching that. JJ, I wrote Rocket Lab cash secured puts yesterday before the market closing bell. Brian, I just bought SoFi shares for $15.75 and Riot for $11.11. Both are up. My whole portfolio is green. This is new for me. Like this, Alex. Let's go SoFi. Brian, a good time to write cash secured puts on AI. Always a good time to sell SoFi and write cash secured puts on it. Always a good time. Keep an eye. 1607 on SoFi. Dow's down 160 apparently. S&P's down a third of a point, half a point, and Nasdaq looks like it's up 75. It's a mixed market at the moment. Oil down up 7 cents. Oil not going anywhere. Barry 37.5 cash secured puts at 925 for Jan 26. I guess that would be on AI, I'm guessing. Susan, I was thinking writing $12 strikes. The Jan 26 premiums are 210. If assigned, my cost basis would be 990. I'll be writing with 100,000 in there, and so premium income so nice, earning interest too. Jan 26 12s, that means you're only selling, that can't be right. You can't be getting 210 for a $12 strike. That makes no sense, Susan. Something is not right, not on SoFi. You can't get a $2 strike on a $16 stock. Something's not right there, Susan. Check, double check. Holy cow. Look at Archer, pop. Jeff, I wrote Jan 26, 25 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab, and I got a great premium, but the spreads are huge and wonky. So I've also been writing weeklies, and I'm getting decent premium. That's okay, too, Jeff. Avoid the wonky quotes if you can. 1602 on SoFi. So far, up 40 odd cents. Volume 6.5 million. What was happening in the pre-market and now what's happening in the real market? Completely opposite. Rocket Lab up 90. We've traded 2.5 million on Rocket Lab. It is up at 24.14. We got GameStop up 36 cents. AI right now 38.77, down 291. This isn't going to last, in my humble opinion, but hey, I don't control the market. I'm just telling you what I see. Jan 26 cash secured puts on SoFi are $2 premiums. These are cash secured puts. I am talking about writing covered calls at $12 a piece for SoFi. I'm talking about $14 covered calls. In the money covered calls in your IRA. I don't know if you can write cash secured puts in a retirement account. It all depends on your broker and where you are. I can't answer that question, but I am talking about if you're going to write call options on SoFi to lock in these numbers, you could look to write 15s. You could look to write 14s. You could look to write 16s. You could. You don't have to. You could. Anyway, no, I'm talking about cash secured puts. Yes, Susan, do not write. Well, I can see you writing $12, $14 cash secured puts on SoFi. They're out of the money and you're taking a premium. I hear you, but I love the idea of writing 20s and taking big money off the table. That I really like. That's where I've been consistent, trying to stay ahead of this market here as it's running along. 1592, 1594, 1584. I don't know what SoFi's doing. I don't know. It's all over the map here. Welcome to the first 9 minutes of I don't know what's going on. 1593, 1589, 1591, SoFi all over the map, 6.9 million. There's a war going on between shorters and longs, believers and shills. Hey, just saying, lots of activity. You don't have to be a shareholder to get rich using SoFi. You can write cash secured puts. It's okay. All right, we're up 55 on Rocket Lab. We're up 19 on GameStop. 37.02 on AI. What an opportunity to write $35 cash secured puts on AI, going out a bit for big money. Not a bad move. AI sub 37, says DH Ruda. There you go. We're watching the markets. We're watching them. We're watching them. 3702 down 465 on AI. Nvidia up 157. Tesla up 861. Unbelievable move on Tesla. Netflix 919 up 578. Not recovering like it did last week. Netflix might have tired out and might be showing a bit of weakness. We might break 900 here. The way this is faltering, I get the sense that Netflix's party might be over for a while. We'll see. It's up. We'll see. Okay, there you go, kids. Are you having fun? We're down 200 on the Dow. We're down a half a point on S&P. We're up 86 on NASDAQ. Okay. That's the story. Oil is up 12 cents a share. That's the story going on over there. We're watching a lot of stuff here, and cash is king, kids. The Dow off 200 more on top of the 244 yesterday. I don't know if this is the top. I don't know. Is this going to affect the other markets, or is it going to work the other way around? We'll find out. The end of the fourth quarter is 3 weeks away for everybody. So a whole lot of stuff. AI, Bruce, is all over the place right now. 37.47 at the moment on AI. 10.6 million traded. The low of the day, 35.62. The high, 39.19. We're at 37.47. Great time to write cash secured puts on AI. If you're long the stock, sell them and immediately write cash secured puts. Immediately. Make sure you have a tight bid and ask. Shop the market and find the contract, whether it's a 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, 1 year, or longer put trade. Brian, I see 3 new analyst ratings, 1 hold and 2 raises now on AI. Interesting. Sofi 15.94, up 38 cents at the moment. Rocket Lab up 65 cents. Now it's up 58. We're jumping around on that one. GameStop is up 6 cents. Earnings come out tonight after the bell. AI at 37.48. Nvidia up 239. Tesla up 10 big ones. $10 for Tesla. There you go. We're watching a lot of stuff here, guys. Thank you for joining me today from wherever you are. It is appreciated that you found us. Glad to have you with us here at the FAM. And like I said before, thank you for being members of this channel, being subscribers to this channel. You name it. I just cannot thank you all enough for being with us here today. We're going to go comment only for members now. Now that we're, I think, settling in here, we'll go live commentary for members only. Please become a member of this channel. Show your commitment to making money on a consistent basis in this market by becoming a member. Your host is more than happy to answer questions on what's going on. I'll do the best I can for you, and we'll kind of go from there. Thank you all for popping in to see us. This is great stuff. Thank you again for your support of this YouTuber and this channel right now at the moment out of Calgary, Alberta in Canada. Thank you again for popping in to see Auntie Jen and I here in Calgary, Alberta. All right. Trying to get my analytics page up properly. There it goes. I finally got the analytics page up. Good stuff. And thank you for being part of the show today after all the technical nonsense we had to go through this morning. Thank you for waiting it out. It wasn't fun, I'll tell you that. It was not a good time. All right. Vivash, hello, Uncle Bruce and Dumb Money. Alexi saying, see you later. James of the Misty Tree, Uncle Bruce, I just now sold 5 cash secured puts on AI. These are 40s for Jan 26th. They just gave me $11. I'm willing to pay $29 for AI. No problem at all. Nice job. Brian, I'm Dumb Money. You are Dumb Money. We are Dumb Money. And James, my first right for that far out in time. And what a nice check. Nice little hit to get there. James of the Misty Tree, that is some nice cash. $1,100 on a contract. 5 times $5,500 in cash. Nice going. Nice little cash hit there. Lovely return. And you're earning interest now on $25,500. Well done. Cool beans stuff, man. Deep Value, here is a donation. Thank you, my friend. Super sticker, actually. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated. We're just struggling along here today with all kinds of shenanigans going on. Thank you all for your support, whichever way you do it. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can make that work over there. Trying to get my video link to work. It used to be a lot easier, but it's not that easy anymore. There it is. You are amazing. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Love those super stickers. They are the best. And of course, those of you making donations through PayPal and all this stuff, you guys are fantastic. I just want you to get rich. Trust me, I want you to get rich. Brian James with AI's good earnings. I bet the stock will be back in the mid-40s soon, and you can buy that back for like 50%. James, that would be quite all right. That would be all right if I can buy these back for half what I sold them for. Giddy up. AI right now, 37.33 down 4.35. I'm amazed it's down here. I'm just amazed. But then I know the shenanigans that are going on with the hedge funds that hate these guys. They're trying to crush this market. It's not going to work. I think they're trying to keep it down here so they can buy back. They're holding it down to buy back, holding it down. I don't know if it's going to work. Sooner or later, they're going to be taken out. It's going to be nuts. Marcus, number 145, let's go. GameStop earnings, let's go. Thank you for being here. Volume on AI now, 11.5 million. Last I saw, GameStop down 4, Rocket Lab up 48, SoFi at $15.95, up 38 cents a share. Tesla's up $10, Costco's up 488, Coinbase up 480. We've got what else is going on? Google up $10, Apple up 48 cents, Microsoft is ahead $2.14. Netflix up $7 to $9.20, hanging on. Meta up $8, Amazon up $1.20 at the moment. Supermicro down $2.19, Uber down 63 cents, Adobe up 44. It's a mixed market here on a number of these stocks. Unity up a dime, Enphase down 160, ATIP at 68 cents. Is that even accurate? I don't know. I can't comment on that. I have to just eliminate that from my existence right now. Got to get rid of it. It's not accurate. Moderna down 265 a share at 43. Pfizer down 32 cents. IBM up 16 cents. Had a down day yesterday. We dropped from a high of about 239 down to like, what was the low today? 227. We're now at 230. So there's some crazy markets going on, trades on IBM lately. HPQ down 96, Home Depot down 640, Goldman down $2, Boeing is up $4, delivering 737 MAX planes again. JP Morgan up 59 cents, Walmart up $1, Disney down 41 cents, American Airlines is up 67 to 17.84, DraftKings up 28 cents, AMC is down 7 to 4.44, Rocket Lab, Royal Caribbean, up $5 to 2.52. Avoid Royal Caribbean stock at all costs. Down 133 on the Dow is where I see the market. SoFi at 15.88, Rocket Lab 23.76, GameStop up now 28.06, and AI 37.10. Watching all kinds of stuff going on here. Doug Kubler, cash secured put on AI contracts, Jan 26, 2,595 in premium. This is just way too easy, Uncle Bruce. I mean, 3 contracts. I took in $2,600. This is too simple. There you go. Those that don't know, don't profit. Google, it's up 6%. You can't keep a good stock down, says Lisa. All that talk about splitting the organization up, the stock is going higher. And if they do split it, it'll go even higher. It'll go even higher if they do split it. There'll be even more gains. Unbelievable. Okay. Fun times at the OK Corral, kids. We're watching a lot of stuff here. Keep me posted how you're doing. Are you able to take money off the table from AI? I think it's a giveaway right now. 37.22 a share, down 4.46. This is utterly ridiculous. This just blows my mind what's going on here. But hey, I'm just a guy in front of a computer in a Calgary apartment building trying to tell you, I think you can make some easy money on AI cash secured puts. I think they're just going to This is insanity how cheap this stock has all of a sudden become with the results from yesterday, and Microsoft as their partner. Oh my God, 100 million share company, outstanding free trading stock, and Microsoft is their lead agent for their product. Wow, just wow. The escape from reality, the ignoring of utter reality blows my mind with AI. This is where I just go. You want to bet against these guys and a $4 trillion market cap partner? Really? You think you have enough money to do? What if Microsoft were to buy 25 million shares at $50 a share as a small investment in the company? Just, we just want to own, we own a small percentage of these guys. Now what? It's $100 stock, man. I mean, watch out. It's unbelievable. I don't know. I just don't know. I do what I can. Hey, Depeche, I have 100 Royal Caribbean for onboard credit. Bought for $40. I'm so tempted to sell. I wish I had bought more. I'm too scared. I was too scared at the time. Wow. That's a nice gain. You could write a call option on it. Why don't you write a $200 call, good for a year, and take the huge premium, the in the money, and additional premium. Go far out. Go to 2026. Go to 2027. See if they'll give you $20-$30 a share above and beyond the call, and keep the stock. What about that? There's nothing wrong with that move. You'll still get your discount because you're a shareholder, but write an option on it. Write a call option on it, even at the money. Good for a year or two, and take a ridiculous premium and use that cash any way you want on something else. I wouldn't just let that sit there. It's my thinking here. It's in SoFi, so I can't write. Maybe I should move it. That's a good idea, though. That's okay. Write a cash secured put on SoFi. Get the money from the contract, as many thousands as you can, and then write cash secured puts on SoFi at 20. Added even more money in your account. I mean, just add money to go. Hello, I love this. Depeche, I have 100 CCL bought at 10. Should I do both? Yes, I would be doing that as well. Maybe maybe write a, I don't know, write a whatever that stock's trading at Norwegian. I mean, that's a basket case stock compared to Royal Caribbean. But my God, I don't like seeing opportunities like this go by the wayside. What's Norwegian at 26? Write 25s, write 20s, write 30s. Go out a year and a half, and get your hands on cash. Write more cash secured puts on SoFi or whatever you love. Yeah, Depeche. Oh no, the stock is the stock's at SoFi, and you can't write options on SoFi. Again, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm talking about your Royal Caribbean stock. I don't know what you're doing with it. The stock is at SoFi's investing company. You're over there, shift it to where you can write options. What are you doing? Write options on everything. Make moves. I did not buy NCL. Okay. Again, I'm not sure what's going on here. I think I know, but I'm not sure 100% sure. But you can't have your account at SoFi if you want to write options. Get the hell out of there until they offer it later. You can always come back, but I don't know. I'm just a guy trying to help my viewers, trying to save my viewers, doing everything I can to save my viewers. Kids, they're willing to hand you money on silver platters. Put the sunglasses on and get the glare out of there and take it. 38.65 on AI. It's going up. It's coming back. Hello, is anybody home? Hello, is anybody? Hello. 303 on the dip, 35.60 on AI. We're 38.60. We're up $3 from the low in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Hello, is anybody here? Is anybody watching this show? Does anyone know what's going on? Yes, that's true, Bruce. It is SoFi. I understand. Okay, Depeche, you know what to do. You know what to do. Okay. NVIDIA up $2, Tesla up $11.60, AI $38.75. We're going to $39 right now on your AI. Here we come. We're going. Did anyone write cash secured puts on AI? How are those puts doing now? Are you smiling already? Didn't I tell you this morning what to do? Did anyone? I think some of you listened to me. 27.41 on GameStop, down 52 cents. Welcome to the volatility party at GameStop today. Rocket Lab up 32, SoFi up 13, the Dow down 163. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Available. I wrote on AI 715.25 $35 cash secured put for 590. I brought in almost $6 to write a $35 cash secured put as an out of the money put. I'm willing to buy the stock back at $29 until July. Way to go, Vilbus. This thing goes to 40, $45 a share. You're going to buy those back for what, two and a quarter? Thank you very much. You can then write 40s, 38s, whatever. You'll make even more money. Vilbus, well done, my friend. That is what we're talking about. 38.73 on AI, down only 295 now. It's coming on fast. There's a buy wave coming in on AI. Notice something interesting today also in the Wall Street Journal. I was reading up on a city in China that is in the northern part of the country, and that had been a booming city because of a huge open coal pit mine and the fact that they were doing a lot of oil and gas refining for the country of China. And that during the 80s, they had that one-child policy in China. They were trying to stop people from having too many kids. They wanted as many people working as possible for as long as possible. And if mothers became mothers, if women became mothers, they would be housewives and they wouldn't be working. And China wanted a booming economy with a huge workforce. Unfortunately, the problem with that is that after so many years, you have a gap of a population growth. You have a population shrinkage spurt, wrong direction. And that's happening now. And this city in northern China has now got a third of all of its residents 60 and older. And within 5 to 10 years, they're expecting half of all the residents to be over the age of 60. And the birth rate is extremely low even now because the city is faltering on its economic performance. The workers have retired. There are no new workers to take over. And the young, those who were born into the one-child policy, who are now in their 20s and 30s, are leaving town because there are no jobs, and they're moving to other places in China where they can find work. And this city is dying. It's become a Rust Belt city, all in 10 years. I'm thinking about the country of China as a whole, that I think what we have here is a country that is going to lose 200 million population over the next decade. Natural aging and a low birth rate. And the Chinese hopes and wishes and dreams of a military conquest or legions of soldiers, it ain't there. They don't have the bodies. Every day that goes by, China is aging at a faster rate than it ever aged before. Japan has that problem. America has that problem. France, Germany, Canada. Unless you open up your doors to immigrants, you're going to lose population. And that's what's happening with the United States, because American women are having fewer children now than ever before, not enough to replace the existing population. This is happening in Japan, China, South Korea, and happening in European countries. And China's economy is in trouble because domestically, there are fewer buyers of their goods. There are fewer people to buy. And so the aged, the elders are being paid off in retirement, which is draining their treasury. And these people will die in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, and there is no second wave to take over. So the problem continues for another decade or longer. Very interesting article. I found it fascinating. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I have 18 covered calls on GameStop. They're all green. Do you think I should buy them all back, sell my shares, write cash secured puts, or should I just slowly let the covered calls expire and then turn to cash secured put? Stock is $27.61 right now. You got to do your mathematics. You've got to get a piece of paper, a pen, and a calculator out, and you've got to figure out, okay, if I do lesson number one, if I do nothing and let the options peter out, if that's what they're going to do, what's my account going to be worth when? Choice number two, I buy back these calls, I sell the stock, and I write as many cash secured puts as I can for as much money as I can get, and then use that money to write more cash secured puts for, again, the same strategy. Can I max out how many cash secured puts will I be holding on to versus how many shares I have and how many options I have outstanding, and what's the upside of that trade going forward 6 months to a year. You've got to do the math on this. I can't see you losing on the second move. I can't. I don't see you losing on the first one, but I have a suspicion you might win more on the second one because of the interest on the money you're going to receive. On top of that, don't forget the interest on the money that you're getting with this massive cash balance. You keep me posted. Deep value, a good play. Lisa, the birth rates in Japan, South Korea also cannot sustain their population. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce. So I did it. I sold a cash secured put Sofi, $20 strike, 10 contracts that expired Jan 26. How about that?
How about that?
About time. I've been begging you for a month to do it, but better late than never. Right on, pal. You can do more, but okay. Lisa, can you imagine how many empty homes in China in the near future that will be? It's incredible. It's incredible. Brian says, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Win more. Haha, Uncle Bruce. On the Discord, we like to say that with our option rights, we either win or we win more. We don't lose. We either win or we win more. Right. That is the philosophy of this channel. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. Hi, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, indeed. Here we are. After the bell tonight, GameStop releases their financials.
Yes, that's right.
After the bell last night, AI released their financials.
Yes. They had a little upswing last night.
The stock was around 40, 41 last night, went to 45. Then this morning it was trading around 45 to 42, 43, 41, 40. Went down to $35 this morning on the pre-market, and the opening market has now fought its way back to 38. I have been begging viewers today to sell their AI immediately and write $35 cash secured puts for Jan 26 and take in gobs of money. And people are doing it. Some are holding in $11 a contract. Yeah, they're going. This is Bruce. This is too easy. When you know what you're doing, it is too easy against idiots. It's easy to take idiots.
28, 30%. How much do you want to give me?
How much you want to give me? Take the cash and the interest on the cash. Figure out in your head how much money you're going to make on these contracts. This move. It's going to be massive.
I'll take your money while I laugh in my sleep.
The stock wants to go to 45 in an hour and a half from now. What do you care? You wrote a contract for 11 that's going to be trading at 5 or 6. Yeah, you'll buy it back and now write 40s and take another $5, $6. Hello. Yes. Win more. I'm winning more. This morning I had all kinds of fun with my computer and my software.
What did you?
I loaded up both shows.
Well, it's been a while.
And it showed everything was working. And I started my 8 o'clock Gold Bagel member only broadcast. Can't hear you. We can't hear you. It showed it was working. The microphone was reacting. They couldn't hear me. So I had to shut it down, do a reload of the show. Then it worked. Then I
Did you do an update last night?
Hold on, no. And then I went live on this show. Can't hear you. So I had to do a restart of the computer. I tried the first solid thing, wouldn't work. I shut the computer down to complete restart, and it took me 15 minutes to go live this morning. Just bullshit. And I have no idea what's going on.
Morning after AI.
This is take 3. So here we are. I'm doing the best I can.
Do you do automatic updates at night on your computer, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what it does. It's it's
got a mind of its own.
It's a thingy. Okay. I'll tell you what happened this morning though. This bothered me.
Your poster's trying to fly away.
Trying to fall apart. This device right here. I was plugged in last night. It was 100% charged. I woke up this morning, wondered what time it was. So I leaned over and I touched the screen. Black.
It was dead.
It wouldn't light up. But I could hear buttons being pushed. I could hear it doing something. So obviously my finger was touching apps. There, the apps. It was touching one of these apps, and they were reacting, but it wouldn't light up. So I unplugged it, and then I tried to shut the phone off by just how do I shut the phone off? I hold the button, and then you slide this, don't you? And I'm guessing, and then all of a sudden it lit up, and it was back to working again. I have no idea what was going on.
I'm sure the bad guys are going to be nice to you.
I really wonder if I was being attacked by a hacker or something. I don't know.
Attack the hack.
Attacked by the hack. I don't know. I'm just a guy
Just a guy.
in an apartment building in
I'm just
Calgary,
an old guy.
counting the days to the end of the month. It's the 10th of December. Only 21 more days to go. To get the hell out of here because it's turning into winter out there, and I don't like it.
Well, it's actually,
I don't like it.
actually another lovely day out.
I don't like it.
It's lovely.
It's not 75
I
degrees
know.
outside.
I know.
It's not nice.
It's okay.
It's evil. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Vilbus.
Would you like a bagel? Would that make you feel better?
Oh, I would. How are we feeling about GameStop today? I've got some out of the money 117.25 cash secured puts I'm sitting on right now. If you're sitting at cash secured puts, I love the position. I don't know what the strikes are, so you're leaving me hanging here. Larry, good morning. Jan, Zeta State, Tesla is 401. Uncle Bruce, well, 404 now, up $14. Brian, I don't get interest on my money at Questrade, but I would just write more cash secured puts with that money. That is like interest, more and more premiums. You might want to buy BIL, the ETF, or you may want to do a search. Or make a connection with these guys, call their 800 number, and find out what can you get to earn interest on cash balances.
Yeah.
They may have an in-house thingy that you can buy for no commission to get interest on your money. Check with these guys. It's worth your time. Touch base. Touch grass. You're doing great, Bruce. You're doing great. It's all good, buddy. You're doing it. What should I have today?
I don't know.
I think I know what I want.
And cheese.
I'm a little phlegmy.
Just cheese.
No, I think it's ham and cheese with
with the
horseradish sauce on there to kind of.
The sinus sauce.
Yeah, I need a sinus burger.
Okay.
I need a sinus sesame
Ham and
seed
cheese with
ham and
sinus.
cheeseburger to kind of clear the, yeah, that's what I think I need.
Do you know what we had this morning that we don't have often?
No.
Person going the wrong way. They figured it out.
We have a one-way street out there, and they were going the wrong direction. Oh, no. Oh, no. Vilba says, I've got strikes that are $44 and $45, have nominal profit now. Main concern is an earnings dip that doesn't recover before expiry. That's what you're worried about. You can always do rollovers to the same price further out in time and take more money off the table. That's one solution. And if the stock takes a run up anyway, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, then you'll flip those out and cash those in. You can always do that, my friend. Triple Dog Dare. I'm a new member of this man's channel. Thank you for joining us. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level. Thank you for joining us at the Chillin' level. Great to have you. All of you out there who have come together with us and join us. We have 154 thumbs ups on this crazy show today that just didn't want to get going. Thank you. I'm noticing a stock known as AI trading at $40.43. Does anyone notice that on their AI stock? Is anyone out there watching AI at $40.29 a share instead of $35, $36, or $37? Does anyone notice the possibility that some of those cash secured puts you wrote half an hour ago have collapsed in price on you, which makes you very happy? How are you doing out there? 40.57 on AI. Is anyone here on that? Splair says it's 40.60 here, man. I see it going up. I don't know what your other members are doing. Are any of your viewers watching their quote machine? The AI stock at 40.80 right now is down 88 cents a share, only down 88 cents on your AI. Has anyone caught the drift here? Things are moving. GameStop is climbing again, down a penny. Rocket Lab up 70, as Sofi at 15.88, up 31 cents. Things are happening to us now. It's kind of fun. Is anyone having a good time here? A Sofi 15.90, Canopy bargain 3.53, and Rocket Lab 23.90. There you go. We're watching the market really react here. Tesla up $16, $17. Tesla's up $17 right now. Nvidia's up $2. Costco's up $2.60. Coinbase up $6.60. What is happening? Google's up 9. Apple up 47 cents. Microsoft up 277. Oh, Netflix is up 7.30, but can't seem to get past 9.21. Meta, the old Facebook, up about $11 right now. Amazon up $2.50. We have a buy wave coming in. Have you noticed your AI stock? It is $41 right now. $41. Only down about 60 cents a share. Is anyone here? Dennis AI cash secured put, $35, Jan 26. I collected $7.90. Plus $40, $4.17. I collected $7.06. Both are already sinking to the tune of 180 combined, and they're going a lot lower than that, a lot faster than that. Dennis, keep an eye on your option chain. These are going to drop here. If this stock hits 42, 43, look out. I'm doing all I can to try to wake you up, let you know you can make money around here. 41.13 down only 55 cents on AI. Hello, Barry is a new member of this channel. Thank you, Barry, for joining in. This is another chillin' member of the channel. Thank you. That's 2 now in the last 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us and being part of the fam here. We're trying to get you richer. Barry says, Barry is up 11% on his AI right now. Way to go, Barry. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Isn't it kind of fun? Splair and Paramount just chilling since a year at 11, sometimes a little bit lower or higher, but now it's 11.25. I love the price movement. I'm going to buy 100 more sooner or later. Rock and roll. We're down 133 on the Dow. We're up 23 on Sofi. We're up 64 on Rocket Lab. GameStop is down 20 cents. AI is back to 41.10, only down 58 cents. It was down $6 15, 20 minutes ago. NVIDIA up 240, Tesla up 1609. Thanks, Bruce, says Barry. My pleasure. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the party where we try to make money. It's nothing personal. I'm just trying to make money here. Tesla reporting is planning to launch a new sub $30,000 EV, the Model Q, for the first half of 2025 per a Tesla Lati, whatever that means. Well, good luck to Tesla, because I don't know how they're going to build a car that cheap out of America. They're going to have to make it in China, and it won't be imported into the U.S. without duties. How's that going to work? I don't know. Dude, making money. Splair. Sofi is now great. Collected on Friday, 505 on a $13 strike. Bought back yesterday, 465, and now today I've received on a $12 strike, 555. Splair, covered calls, by the way. Giddy up there, Splair. Learning how to write options day by day by day. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Nice to see you here. 4017 on AI. Is it doing a little back off and then going to run to 42, 43, and then it'll back off again and go to 44, 46? Anything is possible on this AI. The short positions on AI are out of this world. The guys who were trying to crush this market this morning failed. It didn't work. The stock is now recovering. We've had a volume of 18.4 million on AI. There's only 102 million trading. This stock is going a lot higher. These shorters are in such trouble. They are in such terrible trouble. They might take another run at it, but they're not going to win. They're going to lose. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Dude, Tesla hit 406. Okay, Elon, I'll take it. Shrinking puts. Giddy up, kids. 405.91 right now. $40 on AI. 27.68 down 25 on GameStop. We're up 53 on Rocket Lab. We're up 19 on Sofi. Welcome to the party, everybody. Glad to see you here. Thanks for joining all of us around here. We're just thrilled to have you in the house, and thank you, new members, for coming in. Thank you, those of you who have taken the time to find the thumbs up button and hit that for us today. 156 of you have taken the time to hit the thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. You're helping my channel get recognized on YouTube. That's what it is, which means more people will follow what you're following. The more people you can get in here through your thumbs ups will follow what you're doing. They're going to be fans of what you're fans of. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy here. I do what I can. All right. Thank you. Brian, those AI cash secured puts I was looking at 15 minutes ago are down $1 already. Brian, $6 down to 480. Look at this. AI 39.84. They'll go up a little bit on this dip, but I don't know how much more of a dip there is on AI. I don't know. It could be wild here. Man, what a session here. What a session we are seeing here. Those of you who wrote the AI cash secured puts this morning when the stock was $36, are you grinning from year to year? Yeah, you know you're on the right track. You know when you wrote them, you were stealing money. You knew it. They were handing it to you, ridiculously handing it. Who were those idiots? I don't care. Take their money. Take their money. Grab it. You need it. You have needs, wants, desires, hopes, wishes, aspirations. Let's go. Let's just go. Oh, yes. Fun times. SoFi up 16 cents the day after a downgrade by Bank of America. What an idiot calling it a $12 stock. The guy gave it a $12 target a year ago when it was, what, $7, $8 a share? He was a hero then. He was a forward-thinking person. Now the Bank of America guy, at the stock at 15 to 16, says, oh, no, it's going to be 12 for another year. Really? You're calling the stock a $12 stock for 2 straight years. After going from 6 to 12, it's not going to go any higher for another year now. With all the growth that you had estimated, when you called it a $12 stock, you were gushing about how the company was growing, how the bank was growing, deposits, the members, the cash flow, the earnings were coming around. Everything was great. All of a sudden, it's not great anymore? What happened? What did someone at Bank of America contact you and say, hey, what are you doing promoting our competition? What are you, crazy? Don't tell people to buy SoFi. Tell them to buy our stock instead. So all of a sudden, no change, no price change, a downgrade on the company. Really? A downgrade? That's odd. That's funny. Now the stock is up 10, 12, 15 cents this morning. Can go past 1661 and hit a new multi-year high at any time. Gee, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. A dog dare. Hi, Bagel Familia. I just got back from 3 months of travel in Europe and Africa. This was amazing. It was just amazing. I've been keeping eyes on the covered calls that I had sold on GameStop for Jan 27, 24th. I was doing great, but everything changed after the election. Help me, Bagel Familia. I'm trying to catch up, and I need advice. Wait or roll over. What's my move? Or maybe you buy back the calls, sell the stock, and write cash secured puts. Maybe you're going to write $25 cash secured puts on GameStop, good for January 26th, and take a mountain of money off the table that way. Maybe you take that angle. Hey, earnings come out tonight after the bell. You could wait until that. I don't know. These are 117 contracts, says Triple. Well, you know, what can I say? January, what are those? Jan 17s for what, 25? I don't know. I don't know which ones we're talking about. In any event, there you go. Spain and Morocco, or where have you been? Where did you go travel? Asks Blair. And how was it? Thank you for being here, everybody. We're down only 89 on the Dow. We're coming back up a bit, little there. We're only down. We're up 8 on S&P, almost 9, and we're up 135 on Nasdaq. Nasdaq has held a gain almost all morning. Oil only up 9 cents. Oil's going nowhere. 68.46. We're not going anywhere. Brian, I would wait and see how today goes. Earnings are today. GameStop usually drops pretty hard on earnings, and if it does, well, you know. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. So, yeah, I mean, you can make this move tomorrow. You can wait for the opening and see what the market does tonight, tomorrow morning, then see how the stock trade. Hey, up to you. Totally fine, however you want to play it. Something tells me viewers of mine are going to be richer no matter what direction GameStop goes tomorrow, because they usually are richer no matter what. They just either get rich or richer. So, you know, it's one of the other. You either just get rich or richer. You do well or do weller. You do good or do gooder. You know, you do fine or finer, however you want to say it. Welcome to the program. Great to have you. Alluring Angle Fisher, ALA, just got 330 for 17 Jan, $30 GameStop covered calls. Thank you, fishies. Giddy up. I'm going to assume these are these Jan 2025s. They're expiring in like a month. Is that what you're doing? I don't know for sure. They're in the money, so they must be January's coming up, I'm going to guess, for 2025. Dude, after earnings, GameStop usually pulls back. Not saying that happens this time, but, you know, time's on your side anyway. Giddy up. There you go. 27.76 on GameStop, down just 17 cents. AI back to $40.11. Just broke back over 40 again on AI. Okay. Watching all kinds of volatility here. We're jumping everywhere. We're under 40. We're over 40. We're just, we're up 72 on Rocket Lab, 23.96. Giddy up, kids. Lots to follow, lots to watch, lots to track. And we'll just see how this all plays itself out. All right, there you go. That's the story. I am sticking to it. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Congratulations, option writers. Keep us posted how you're doing. You can always send me emails on how your positions are going on these cash secured puts on AI. This has been an interesting day so far. I'll be watching the market. I may or may not be live late tonight, like after the bell on GameStop. I'm not sure if I'll be live or not. I might do a quick little hi, how are you? But I can't make any promises because I got to see what Jen has in store for me. Okay. Brian, yes, those are Jan 25 cover calls they sold. Dude, I would suggest waiting until you can make a move for a premium either way. James is going neat, 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 neat. So is Richard. Neat, neat, neat. Here comes my bagel. So I got to get going here. Jen cranked out this beautiful bagel. Thank you so much, Auntie Jen.
Beautiful slippery bagel.
Ooh, baby, it's a slippery bagel.
It's the ham.
Damn, it's the ham. It's just slipping and sliding and gliding everywhere. Have yourselves a great session, everybody. Let's keep
Happy
each other
Tuesday.
posted. Hippie
Go
Tuesday.
AI.
Go
Go
AI. Yeah, baby. Keep making the
I
dinero,
look for
you
those
guys.
numbers tonight.
Have a relaxed day. Uncle Bruce from Splair. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later on. Keep the drive alive and just make money. Okay, guys? Talk to you soon. Bye for now.